guys, Naz here. You know what? Nazar's here. What's up? That's my name. How's it going? Today, as you saw, I went to Golden Nugget Flea Market. It's like a antique market. A lot of like TV show hosts and stuff go there, and their people that buy stuff for them go there. There's a bunch of like really rare, awesome stuff. So I went there, but to be honest with you, dropped something. To be honest with you, I decided not to film. Just wanted to enjoy it, man. I miss just, I kind of like burnt out on flea markets in general about 5 years ago. I still go. I still like it. I still enjoy it. Not as often at all. I barely buy things. I bought some stuff today. I'll give you a little pickups at the end of the video. Or maybe I already showed it to you. I don't know, man. You know, or you'll find out. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to kind of touch on that topic, man. It's, you know, oh shit, it's the cops. Just kidding. So, I mean, it is the cops, but they're not here for me, not this time, boy. Yeah, just wanted to mention that, man, they're still chasing somebody, man. Run for it, man! Run, Forrest! Yeah, this is kind of like just a little, just felt like talking, man. Oh, maybe they are here after me. Oh shit. Nope. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah, flea market. So like, I grew up going to flea markets with my dad, especially. It was like our thing. We always went. He would look for antiques. I even looked for antiques, pocket watches, knives, coins, all sorts of cool things. We went to like flea markets all over the place, like whichever state we lived over the year, we would go to markets. Then my dad and I also sold at markets. My dad was very good with like art. He knew who's who. He knew his antiques. I still have his pocket watch collection. That thing is, it's nice. There's like a watch in there that's like almost 200 years old, something like that. I don't remember, but there's a bunch like that. Anyway, he loved that stuff. And so yeah, we would hang out all the time. Then, after I think around high school, I definitely went hunting for like Hot Wheels. This is like 90s, mid 90s. So yeah, I would get Hot Wheels. I didn't film for YouTube or anything like that. Obviously, YouTube didn't exist yet. So just got toys, vintage toys. Everything was like 50 cents, $1. Those were the good old days. These be the good old days. But yeah. So yeah, I spent like a bunch of decades, literally almost 30 years, just flea markets. Then my dad and I would do Ukrainian markets and festivals, and my dad would get like a bunch of Ukrainian stuff and like rare things, stamps, stuff like that. Oh yeah, my dad was into stamps as well. I have a significant collection of stamps as well. But yeah, there's a bunch of nice collections that my dad pretty much left behind. So like in like the final years when he was kind of starting, his health would decline and stuff, and it was more and more difficult for him to be at markets or go. He still went with my mom like all the time just to walk around, and he'd still buy things and he would still set up sometimes. I slowly kind of drifted away. I mean, then I went to college for almost 8 years. I lived in Savannah, Georgia. Not like 9 years I lived there. I went to markets there. I remember used to be able to buy like a whole bunch of Sega Genesis for $5 a piece. Video games were like $1 or two for $1. Now it's all crazy expensive. So it's kind of like, things have changed. Things have changed at least 10 years ago on that whole front. Yeah. So if you're like new to my channel kind of blew up not from Hot Wheels, not at all. My channel became kind of popular a while ago when I did a series called Flea Market Days, where I'd just go to flea markets. I would either hunt or set up. It would usually be with my friends there. They're still there. We don't hang out that much often, but they're still there. They still do their hustle. Um, Bless them, dude. I can't do that anymore. I just got so burnt out by all the typical things, people haggling and people just people in general. I don't know, man. But yeah, I kind of got burnt out, and then I slowly started noticing that like I would always film things. Like even before YouTube, I filmed stuff all the time. I have so many like VHS tapes, mini DV tapes. I went to film school and stuff. I did a whole bunch of professional work for about 10 years as well on the side. Did a bunch of documentaries. I was a part of a Hollywood film. Um, there was a bunch of stuff I've done. But anyway, uh, yeah, flea markets, man. That's what I'm kind of getting to. I kind of realized like I'm just filming everything. I'm forgetting to just enjoy myself. Just go out and go to the market for myself. Um, that goes for everything, even like Hot Wheels hunting or whatever. Sometimes, like those of you that are YouTubers or you film for YouTube, if you've been doing it for a bunch of years, you kind of know what I mean. After a while, after a while, I just kind of realized I just want to enjoy it again. I don't need to keep filming and performing for people all the time, and that's something I realized about 5 years ago, and I slowly backed away from it, and yeah, so, and also like meeting a group of people in the diecast community that kind of helped me realize that I was wasting my time because yeah, I realized that they're just two-faced, and yeah, they really betrayed me and stabbed me in the back and did their little cancel culture thing on me. So that was a little rough, but in a way, like I don't really care because I was done with it anyway. So I was just like, okay. But enough about that for now. Um, yeah, so flea markets, man. I went today, like you saw. I filmed a little panorama in the beginning of the video. Then I was just like, I'm not gonna film today. I've done this before a whole bunch of times where I just went, didn't even film at all, like not even mentioning that I went. Um, yeah, I don't know, I just really enjoyed walking around. It was nice just stopping at tables, talking to people. It was really cool. But yeah, when I go to like Columbus or whatever, I know well, I don't know every vendor there, not by a long shot, but I know a whole bunch of people there. There's friends, there's enemies, there's foes, but there are a lot of friends there, and I run into a lot of them, and I end up just kind of, whenever we run into each other, we stop and talk to each other. And for me, I'm not like complaining about friendships. I love all those people there. I'm very grateful and thankful to know all of those guys, but like I realize that when I go there, I just end up every 10 to 15 minutes just kind of stopping and having to talk to someone for 15 or 20 minutes. Catching up, talking about their stuff, talking about my stuff, which is awesome. But yeah, I was like looking back and reminiscing about my past, and I'm like, man, I remember, just going to these markets, Columbus, Berlin, um, Lambertville, and a couple other ones, Rice's, a bunch of others, it doesn't matter. Um, I just remember going there with my dad and just walking around. No one knows who you are. You're just kind of like trying to get a deal. Now people are like, oh, nostalgic. Ooh, you got a YouTube channel. You're loaded with money. Bro, I ain't got no fucking money, man. Um, I mean, I have money to support my family, pay more two mortgages, pay for car insurances, phone bills, pay for food, take care of my mom. She has Parkinson's and a whole bunch of other things that require me to be there all the time. So, yeah, things have changed quite a bit. So I'm kind of trying to just kind of do my thing, and really enjoyed just walking around the flea market today and just looking at things. Didn't haggle with anyone, got a couple of good deals on things. Um, yeah, so it was good, man. Plus, the weather is really nice. I'm not saying this as like complaining about anything. I'm mostly just saying this, just, you know, just growing up, uh, noticing that my interests are changing. Uh, like I'm a collector. I've always been a collector. Always will be a collector. I have so many different collections and interests that it's kind of hard to stick to a certain, like circle of people. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people would be like hardcore into Hot Wheels and they're perfectly content with the Hot Wheels community and their local Hot Wheels community or being a part of a YouTube diecast community or Hot Wheels community. And that's awesome, man. I've always enjoyed all communities, but I've been a part and still am a part of Hot Wheels communities, vintage toy communities, vintage video game communities. I check in, I have different friends, we hang out. And yeah, so like I'm a little bit of everything. I'm like one of those spices that has a bunch of mixed spices in it. But most people are sugar, salt, pepper. They know what they got, and I envy those people, man. I'm like, I wish I could just have that one thing to take my mind off of things. I don't know. Maybe I'm ADHD or something. Who knows? Probably. But yeah. So it's always been kind of hard to you know just land on the strip and hang out there. Like I'll get into something hardcore and I'll be like full force diecast or full force vintage toys or for 3 or 4 years I was full force in Power Rangers. Oh my god! But like I'll collect everything and not everything, but stuff I like and really cool things. I'll get my grails and then I'll sit there look at my collection. I'm like, well, I've done it. I got it. What now? you know After that you have to either become a reseller because you have so much, you have doubles, triples, quadruples of things, which I used to. Dude, I used to have bins and bins of vintage what do you call them, consoles, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, bins of vintage video games, vintage toys, all sorts of cool stuff. I ended up eventually getting rid of most of it, and I wasn't even doing it to make money. I was never like a reseller. I would sell off stuff that I didn't want anymore. But to be honest with you, it was just kind of like, you know, I would just want to get rid of it. So I would sell things for what I got it for, sometimes less, sometimes more, depending, on people buying things. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, I was just like, so I'd get rid of stuff, man. And yeah, then like minimalism really hit hard. Right before my dad passed away, I started getting into minimalism, and I was just like, if it's not making me happy, it doesn't spark joy. What am I keeping it for? And yeah, that taught me a lot. I'm by no means am I a minimalist, but I learned a lot from that, and I no longer have bins of crap sitting in my basement or whatever to the point where I forget what I have. That's when I realized that's an issue. What's the point of having all this crap and you don't even know what you have? What's the point? And after my dad died, I realized after you die, what's the point of all that crap? Like, yeah, you tell yourself like, oh, when I die, someone in my family will get some money. They'll get rid of it and sell it and have money. I realize that most people won't really. They're not gonna look all that stuff up. They don't know what it's worth. They'll probably end up getting rid of all of it for so cheap that you'll turn it in your grave. So that's kind of like my point. So yeah, after all that death and some friends betraying me, I really learned that stuff doesn't really matter, man. So I really started valuing friendships. I started valuing some things that make me happy. I'm always a collector. I always will be, like I said. So I still have tons of stuff, but it's not in bins. Not my collection stuff. Like I have art projects that are in bins, or like broken toys that I have plans for to do stuff with. Like everything kind of has a purpose. Nothing just laying around. And I would never want to burden like my family if I die, when I die. Or whoever's left after me. I don't want to burden them with trying to get rid of all that crap, you know what I mean? So that's what minimalism taught me. So that's kind of like what I was thinking about today on the drive home from the flea market, you know? I was just like, yeah, I don't need to film everything. I don't need to tell everyone everything. I don't need to tell people my next move. I don't need to share all of my successes with people because people get jealous. People get weird. People are weird, man. So, I've always helped people out. I've always been selfless as far as my friends go, or if someone really wanted something, I would just give it to them like for free, because if you can see a passion in someone's eyes for something, money doesn't matter, dude. If you can make someone happy by just giving them something, even if it's valuable or you really care for it or you want to keep it, um, I've given so much crap away. So, um, yeah, man, that's kind of like what I've been thinking about today. So yeah, I'm not like depressed. I'm not saying this because I need advice or I need people to tell me, relax, Nas, take your time, we'll be here. Like people always say that on YouTube, like, don't worry, we'll be here. To be honest with you, no, they won't. If you're a YouTuber and you're like, oh, I'm gonna take a break, and everyone's like, oh, you're cool, bro, don't worry about us, we'll be here when you come back. Try it. See who's gonna be there when you come back. Um, it's interesting. I've done a lot of experiments like that with my YouTube channel, with people that would say things like that and things like that. Uh, yeah. When you when you stop being the one who reaches out all the time, see who reaches out to you. Give that a shot. You'll be surprised. It's good to know who your true friends are and who are just there because you can benefit them somehow in some way. Like let's say, for example, at the flea market, how many people would just come say hi to me because I was selling certain things? So they'd be like, hey, how you doing, man? Long time no see, man. I miss you. You're awesome. And when I would stop selling that certain thing, crickets, crickets. I thought we were friends. So that goes in like every sphere of everything in life, like yeah, I'm like 44. I'm gonna be 45 soon, so past midlife. And I've learned so much. I'm so grateful for everything. And yeah, man, so just wanted to kind of talk a little bit to you guys today, share my thought process, and tell you why, if you guys really, if you're really interested, all my videos are still on this channel. I even transferred my videos from my old Shelby Street Diecast channel, so everything's in my playlists on Nostalgic now, so you don't need to subscribe to Shelby Street Diecast, which is now called Nostalgic 2. I'll figure out what to do with that channel eventually, but yeah, kind of done with pleasing people that don't deserve it, but those that do deserve it, I got your back, man. So yeah, it's a good day, dude. Hopefully you guys are doing good. I really enjoyed going to the flea market today, walking around. I'll show you what I picked up at the end. It's only a couple of things, no big deal. Just stuff I thought would be awesome and stuff that I got a good deal on, so there it is. What else can I tell you guys? Yeah, now that the weather is getting better, I'm probably going to do a lot more walking and talking because I need to lose some of this flabby chunks. The fat needs to go again. I go up and down with my weight as well. So we'll see how that goes. I might do a lot more of this talking stuff in my walking and talking videos, which were also popular somehow for some reason. But yeah, oh yeah, like I was saying earlier, Flea Market Days, it's a playlist and show. There's almost 300 videos. I did it over a span of 3 or 4 years or more. There's a lot of amazing videos, and if you want to see a little time capsule of how prices used to be, I would get bins of Hot Wheels, bins of like Transformers or Power Rangers, stuff that today that bin would go for a couple of $1,000s. I'd score that for like 50 bucks, 20 bucks, and then sell it at my spot. So I really enjoyed doing that. Maybe one day I'll get back to it, but for now, I don't know, man. Flea markets are kind of, they're different. Like I was saying, they're just so different. It's not really fun for me anymore. So yeah, just gonna pursue my art. Hopefully, that'll keep going well. I have a couple of film projects I'm working on for clients, not for myself. Just a little bit of a side hustle that I always do. I just don't talk about it or share it with people because it's private. So I added a couple of YouTubers' videos. Who are they? I can't tell you. They don't exist. I'm lying. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's enough for this little update. Check out my playlist. Check out my customs, my powder coat customs. That should be under nostalgic customs playlist. Oh my god, I even did 2 years of metal scrapping and house cleanouts. Those were very popular videos. I deleted most of them. The dude I ended up working with was just a crazy psychotic narcissist that as soon as he stopped benefiting from my help, things changed. Man, I have bad luck with narcissists, dude. I don't know what is it about me, but you know, I learned a lot of lessons from people like that. God, but yeah. So yeah, things are good, guys. A lot of awesome stuff's coming your way soon, even on my channel, Nostalgic, right here. We're still doing the fundraiser auctions for Ukraine with Hot Wheels and stuff. Probably gonna start doing that. Well, I am gonna start doing that on Whatnot after I try to do it with some of my friends at first, see how easy it is, if I enjoy it. And yeah, man. Yeah, that's my mission, man. Just trying to help Ukraine, support people there, help out good people here that I know, and I'm here for my friends and colleagues. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really enjoy your comments. I enjoy the views that you guys give me, and a lot of good feedback from a lot of new subscribers and people that I wasn't expecting good feedback from, constructive criticism. Thank you for all of that, guys. You all got me through a lot of bullshit in my life over the past 3 years since the war started and all that bullshit on YouTube was happening. So peace, love, and unity, everyone. Let me show you what I picked up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been Sitting and Talking with Nazar. Slava Ukraini. Let me show you what I picked up. Alright, so here's another hobby that I've been showing here and there, but my channel is definitely not for plant lovers, so I kind of stopped doing that. But these are all my Japanese maples that I've been growing since last fall. But let me show you this. Those of you that stuck around after my talking and sitting. So picked this up for $4, guys. I know the price is $8, but he was basically saying whatever the prices are, it's half that. So I love me some American Graffiti. I don't remember this Mustang though in the movie, but I'm sure it was there. Where were you in '62? No, why would this be in that movie? The movie's from 1962, about 1962, and this is a 1971 Ford Mustang. Maybe this is from the second More Graffiti. This is weird. I'll have to look into this. Motor Max. They just, I guess, used the American Graffiti brand and whatever. Nice little Mustang though. I dig it. If someone knows, let me know. It's weird. Okay, but for $4, why not? Okay, next. Got this thing. Really cool little Pushmatic. I guess it's like a whatever. Push action. Stops automatically. That's good. Battery operated. What? I need to figure this out. I wonder if it's one of those things that like rides around the table. No, it's a pullback. What's the battery for? I don't know. What year is this? Let me see. Picked this up for $5, I think. $5 or $8. I don't remember. I don't see a year on this sumbitch. but it's by Lucky Quality Toys. Valiant. Interesting. But very nice little Porsche here. I just thought it was cool, especially for that price. Yeah, the box looked like someone took a dump on it, but it is what it is. Oh, and these things. So I don't know if I overpaid or not. These were 2 for $5. So these are Matchbox collector catalogs. So 1971. And it shows you, what they put out that year. Now let me know if you want me to make a video showing all of these. I'm sure, yeah, these videos already exist out there. So here's the year of my birth, 1980. Had to get that one. So everything that came out when I came out. Haha. So really cool stuff, man. 1972. There you go. And he had a lot more, but I don't collect these. I just found these curious. That's really cool. Oh boy. Suki. Suki? Okay. Oh, the 70s, huh? Wait, what was that? Senna? No, Fina. Okay. But yeah, cool stuff. There was a lot of Hot Wheels there, guys, at that market I went to. But I didn't want to spend money or dig through stuff. So yeah, there you go. Picked me up 4 of these cute little Matchbox catalogs. Mustang and that Porsche. There you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Alright, gonna go back to gardening and taking care of my beautiful trees and plants and such things. Alright. Own your collection. Don't let your collection own you. What's that?